all things Piphany clothing. How many of you have heard of the Piphany clothing line? Oh my gosh, it is absolutely stunning. It is so much fun. It is gorgeous beyond words. Hi y'all, how's everybody doing tonight? So we are going to be talking about Piphany clothing, and I'd love for you to hang with me no matter what company you're with, but we will be having lots of Piphany gals. Hey Jennifer, you are welcome to go invite your gals, your Ruby gals, because they'll learn a lot from this too with clothing. So be sure and hop over and feel free to do that. Now, just so you know, Stephanie, so you're so cute. I love how you put the exclamation marks on it. If you don't get the message from me, you might want to do that without the exclamation marks, just so you know. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we are going to have oodles and oodles of fun tonight. All right, so I'm going to give these Piphany gals just a second to get the link to this. So Piphany is this absolutely amazing clothing line, and sorry, I can't seem to talk and click on things at the same time. Here we go. Dun, 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 paste. And it's really fun because they just made it so their clothing line, instead of it being like buy whatever people have on hand, you can shop online now for their company. And so they've got some really good changes coming their way. That's going to be really fun. It's really comfy. Oh my gosh, the colors and the prints are just gorgeous. You know, they have a lot of fun products. Okay, so we're going to be talking, that's going to be exclusive training for them. If you are a leader with a company, I'd be happy to do one for your team. Or if you're not a leader, but you know a leader who would be interested and you want to connect me with that person, be sure and let me know. And you can even comment below to have us message you, and we will hook you up with that. Okay, all right. I think we have some gals hopping on. Hi, ladies. If you're with Piphany, let's see. How about you want to do hashtag Piphany down below? We have some freebies that we're going to be getting for you. Hey, Heather. Hey, Jennifer. You're so cute. Hey, Miss Allison. How's it going, ladies? Okay, so if you are an actual Piphany consultant, there's probably a word for that. So be sure and first of all, comment hashtag Piphany so you're getting the goods from us. Let me know if you're getting the message from us. I'll double check that real quick. And then just comment star, because that means you're with them and you're a rock star. Okay, comment star if you are with that company. Let's see, let me make sure this is working. And then when you get that message from me, be sure you reply to that. It says Queen, and you'll get all the freebies, all the goods. Okay? All right, I'm gonna watch for Alicia to get on. Hi guys, hi Courtney. Hey Heather. Hey Jessie. Oh, here we go, Stephanie. Perfect, we got some Piphany gals on, awesome. So I'm super excited to have you join me. We're gonna have an amazing time. We're gonna be talking about how to get more engagement in all areas of your Facebook, okay? On your page, on your profile, in your Facebook groups, anywhere that you're connecting with people and want to talk about clothing, we are going to help you get better engagement and find more people to chat with about the clothing line that you have. So it's going to be super, super fun. We're going to talk to you about Facebook pages and the power that those have and how to connect your Facebook group. We're going to be talking about how to message people and close more deals and the magic wording I have. So in case you didn't know, as people are hopping on, I sold clothes for a couple years. Loved it. It was seriously the most fun thing I sold. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And what was so cool about it was I just loved that experience of helping someone get something on that they felt really confident in. Very, I love playing the what not to wear kind of thing. And it was just an absolute pleasure to get to help people find clothes that worked for them, okay? And so I loved having $10,000 months. I loved recruiting. It just was so much fun. And this was way before Facebook. So, but I love this topic. I love this product line. And we are going to have a really, really, really good time. Okay? So, and just so you know, the clothing line, it doesn't exist anymore. So it doesn't matter what it was, but it was really fun. It was comfy. It was fabulous. It was, anyway, you would have liked it too. All right. So Ellen, hi. Here. Hey, Carol. Hey, Lisa, Courtney, Heather. Be sure and tell me where you're from. Tell me what state or city you live in. Tell me how long you've been with Piphany. I know it's had a name change, so you can say how long you've been with them even before they got their name changed. So Alicia, if you're on here, can you give me a shout out? Let me know that you're here. She was kind of our hostess with the mostest. Let me double check something's working real quick. And you'll also see my assistant, Royanna. She'll also kind of intercede and answer questions and stuff. I'm not always great at reading the screen and talking at the same time. So you'll also see her on here, and she is a huge help. Alrighty, we're ready to go. So we got Kendra. Hi, girl. You've been with them about 2 months in St. George. Hey, Stephanie. All right, exciting, very cool. Hey, Christina. So, and I am recording this. Our live we did on Monday. I don't know why. It got zapped. So I'll record this just in case we have an issue so that you will have this to refer back to. Hello, Miss Kendra in Missouri. Awesome. You're in South Carolina. Just started selling in March. Awesome. Fabulous, fabulous. All right. So you can also take this link. You can go share it with groups where there's Piphany gals in and tell them come join us because we're going to have some fun. Okie dokie. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm going to be sharing some really exciting ideas with you, all about how to skyrocket your engagement in every area of Facebook. We're going to be talking about what you want to be using and why and what the goals with each one of them is, meaning pages versus groups, those kind of things, okay? We're going to be talking about messaging. We're going to talk about how to close deals, and I'm going to help you with some amazing wording that is going to feel so good. It's absolutely going to blow you away how fabulous it is, okay, and how much you're going to love it. So it's going to be awesome. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, is it Kara or Kira? That's a cool spelling. Hey, Christina. Okay, so one of the things that's super important to understand is that to get engagement, most people have misunderstood how this works, and it's all about getting people to talk to us, okay? So one of the things I learned when I was in the direct sales industry several years ago, I've been in the direct sales industry for almost 17 years now, and what I learned was a technique called needs-based selling, where we would ask questions, find out about their lives, okay? And what's really fun about this is I was in the scrapbook industry, it was my first gig, and I would ask people to tell me what are their memories they've made, that if in the next 30 days we were to get 3 of their most important memories preserved in a book, what would be their 3 memories? And that's what we would focus on. So then as they would tell me at the beginning of a party, then it was our home parties, okay? Oh, cool, beautiful name, awesome. And so when I would then share product with people and get it in their hands, if someone talked about a beach vacation, I would hand them the beach paper. Somebody talked about their first baby girl being born, I handed them the baby girl paper. And it was all about customizing, all about being a better listener, all about making it all about them, because it was crafty, it was fun. I could get ladies excited about making something that was beautiful and fun and cool. But what I wanted to make sure I did is that they actually preserve their memories. Okay. Same thing with you. I bet you would be sick if somebody bought a bunch of clothes and it stayed in there, they didn't wear it, right? You want them putting them on. You want them feeling good. You want them feeling confident. You want them feeling beautiful and sexy and like they can conquer the world, right? You want to help give them that spark of, I've got this, okay? So it's more than just about selling, isn't it? It's more than just about an exchange of cash or product. This is about how we're able to help and bless the lives of people through what we do, but we can only do that if we understand them, if we understand what makes them tick, okay? So this is what's so important to understand. So I was able to speak at the leadership conference that Cynthia had a little bit ago, and it was about a week and a half ago, and so that's where I met Alicia, and she was so sweet and invited me to come join you. And we talked about some questions with regards to recruiting, but I told her I had some other information about how to increase engagement on Facebook, how to increase engagement in all these areas of your business. And excuse me, you are just going to be blown away at what we can do with this. Because I sold clothing. I know the wording. I know what makes people tick. Sorry. I know what helps people to feel confident. Hey, ladies, welcome. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's really focus on what we need to be asking people. Now, this is what's so fun. You can be doing this in virtual parties. You can be doing this in your group, and we're going to talk about 5-day series. You can do this on your profile. You can do this on your Facebook pages. All these are amazing, amazing places to help you take your business to the next level, okay? You with me on that? Does that make sense? So I'm even going to have you try a couple questions on your timeline, okay? So you can see how fast this happens and how fun this is, okay? You're absolutely going to love it. So let's have a little bit of fun with this, okay? So I want you to go to your profile, and some of you might be living in the Midwest where it just will not quit snowing. Some of you live in warm areas where it's already starting to warm up, but I want you to put something like this. Oh my goodness, whether it's warm or cold, I have got summer on the heart, I've got summer on the mind, and I'm getting so excited. I am so curious, when it's warm, what do you prefer to wear? A skirt or some kind of shorts? Okay, shorts, capris, something like that. So I want you to go ask that question. And before you do that, when you ask that, I want you to put A, skirts, B, capris or shorts, okay? And when you do that, when you put an A or B, this gives people what's called a one-button response, and you're going to see a huge increase in the number of comments you get when you have two options, okay? So A, skirt, or B, shorts, I want you to go put that on your timeline, come back, and try to ignore the dings, because you will start getting some dings. And let's see how many comments we get. Just go ahead, put it on your profile. That means the thing that has your name on it. If you want to put it on a page or a group, that's fine. You won't get quite as much engagement. So I'd love for you to put it on your profile and just say, I got summer on the mind. I can't wait till it's hot. And I'm curious, are you more of a shorts or skirts gal? Okay, so go put that on there. And we are going to see what happens with that, what kind of comments you get, and I'm going to explain to you some different things there how you can work that, okay? So I'm going to give you just a minute to get that done, and then we're going to talk about these different types of questions and the kind of engagement that you can get that's really, really fun, okay? So there's a couple rules that I believe in with regards to increase our engagement in every area of Facebook. And the biggest thing that we need to understand is this. People answer and respond to posts when it's easy to answer in their brain. Okay, so they can like think of an answer just like that. People know, do they prefer skirts or shorts? Everybody knows which they prefer. Okay, then I want you to realize that it has to be easy to answer with the thumbs. Okay, it's got to be super easy to answer here in your brain. Pop, super easy to answer with your thumbs. What does that mean? That doesn't take much to answer. You can like type it out quickly. Okay, does that make sense? So I want you to understand that those kind of things make a huge difference in how many comments you get. Okay, the other thing is you have to understand that if you do multiple questions, like if you said, what length of skirt do you like to wear and what is your favorite color? They usually answer one, and because you've made them think about two things, it kind of slow down their brain and they're not as likely to answer it. Okay, we want it easy to answer, we want it pretty simple, and we want one button responses. So let me give you my 3 favorite one button response questions. We actually have 15, and I'm going to tell you how to get that blueprint with all 15 starters. But here are my favorite. Okay, so we're going to ask things like how many days a week. We're going to ask things like a multiple choice, and we're going to ask on a scale of 1 to 10. So let me give you some really fun examples with regards to your product line, okay, and those kind of things. Now, I saw some of your gorgeous products. They pack well, they're wash and wear, they are so, you have fabulous fabrics. But most of them, there's no ironing, right? Okay, so I want you to imagine asking this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate ironing? I don't know about you, but I loathe ironing. I absolutely positively hate ironing, okay? That is my least favorite thing to do in well, one of my many household chores I dislike doing. So what does that tell us? That person that dislikes ironing, you're going to love to chat with them, ask them what and we can go deeper into. So what do you typically wear? How often do you iron? Where are you going? What kind of things are you dressing for? And we dig a little bit deeper from that question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like to iron? Okay. Now, another question we can ask is something like, how many days a week do you typically dress up, leave the house for something like work, volunteering, a business meeting? How many days a week do you dress for success or make some fun comment like that? So we want to ask things about days of the week. How many days a week do you wear a dress? How many days a week do you wear a skirt? How many days a week are you at home working from home? There's lots of different things we can ask, okay? The last one is multiple choice. So we could ask a multiple choice about what is your favorite length of skirt, and we have an ABC. We can ask all kinds of things like what's your favorite length of shirt, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fitted do you like a shirt? You could ask things like what is your favorite accent color to wear black, and you could give some multiple choice options. But the key is to do either A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Like let's say if I did accent color with black, and I did, so my 3 I would probably go to would be like a turquoise, a hot pink, and maybe a coral. And then I would have D, other, because those are really popular colors, but there's gonna be someone who wears it with white, someone who wears it with red, somebody wears it with something else, and giving that opportunity for them to explain what their favorite is really good to have, okay? Does that make sense? Can you feel that? So these 3 questions, the other one I like to do is comment this word if this describes you, okay? Comment comfy if it's super important to you that your clothes are comfy, but dang, it's fun to be stylish too. Okay, there's a lot of fun things we can do with that, that comment this one word, okay? And you're gonna see me do some of that tonight too. So did you already get some ideas, okay, Who's feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, that could make things different. I could really increase engagement and get some more feedback with people, okay? Now, you can use these questions on your profile just to get more people talking about clothes. You can use it on your business page and get a lot more people chatting there, okay? Okay, there are so many different things that you can do. All right, now the cool thing is when you learn when you're having online parties to add a question to every single post you do, every single little video you do, ask lots of questions if you do Facebook Live as part of your party. All those things can literally, I've seen practically overnight double, okay? Practically overnight double the amount of sales that you do. It is amazing what you can do in your parties when you add questions to this. I have seen this work for practically every single company I've worked with. They take their parties, they start adding questions to them, and you will see a complete change in what can happen with the engagement. You then know what to talk to people about, and you can close so much in sales. So let me tell you, if you typically do pop-ups, if you typically do things where you're face-to-face with people, what there's going on here is their body language, their reactions, their tone of voice, all those kind of things are happening, okay? We see when a color gets them excited. We see in their face and their body when a style, it's like, oh, I gotta have that one, okay? But when you're posting on Facebook and you just talk at them, I kind of call it show and tell. We're like, isn't this cute? It comes in these colors and these sizes, and this is how you wear it. And you're just kind of talking at people. And we don't get people to talk to us. We're not seeing this. We're not hearing their voice. We're not hearing the ooh and the ah, okay? We have to pull that out of people and make it feel like a home party so that it also gets other people excited. If one person's excited, another people comment. Sometimes people don't want to be the first person to comment, okay? All this engagement is a huge benefit to your party. It is night and day what you can do, okay? Now, the other thing is, I want you to imagine, you know, when you're in a pop-up, you're at a booth or expo, you're doing something with that one person, and you help them pick out clothes, you help them pick out colors, you help them pick out styles, and they try things on, and they look in the mirror, and you help them kind of adjust it, or put a belt on, or suggest a different size or style, and you just see them glow. It's just this fun look in their face, right? I want you to imagine when you're messaging, I want you to learn how to feel that every single communication that you have with people is just like it would be if it was face-to-face. And I'm going to teach you some magic wording on that to help pull things out of people so you can see what they're thinking on their messaging just like you would on their face. And it's really going to blow your mind how cool it is, okay? So we're going to be talking about that last. But I want you to always think about that lady is sitting by you and you're helping them, or you're standing up and you're going through your rack, okay? And you are helping them get that perfect thing. Now, think about that time when you sent home 3, 4, 5 pieces with the lady, and she's so excited, and you know you helped her find the right product. She's like, thank you so much. And she really sincerely is so excited about how you helped her find the right product. I'm going to teach you how to do that via Messenger. They are going to sing your praises. They're going to buy twice as much, and they're going to thank you because you are their personal shopper, okay? Isn't that the most fun thing, to help somebody else do shopping, okay? You have one of the funnest jobs ever, and we're going to help you do more of that, okay? So we've posted that question on your profile. I've told you about 3 of my favorite question starters. We have a total of 15 though, and I'm going to tell you how to get the rest of those. So let's talk about your Facebook group for a minute, okay? How many of you, can you comment VIP if you have a VIP Facebook group, all right? You have a place for your customers to show them new product, to give them tips, let them know when there's specials going on, when new product comes out, okay? Comment VIP if you have a VIP group, all right? Okay, so there's this thing that I call a 5-day series. And what I want you to imagine is adding value, adding fashion tips, adding how to, you know, dress things up kind of thing. I want you to imagine helping people have a better fashion experience, okay? In a 5-day series, what I like to do is take your product line and teach people how to dress it up, okay? So let's say you were taking your pieces in some parts of the country. It's still not warm. My assistant, Rihanna, she's in South Dakota. Oh my gosh, you don't believe how much snow is there. Okay, let's say you're going to have some fun teaching people how to layer. And you're going to help them layer, but still have a shape, have a waist, still have that feminine, girly feel, okay? And you're going to teach them all about layering and to stay warm, but what makes us look long and slim and slender. I'm blending words. Okay, what makes us look long and slender? There we go. All those kind of things you can ask, you can teach them. And you could have an all boots week, you'd have an all belts week, you can have an all dresses week, you can have an all leggings week. You can have a spring fashion week. You can have an all things sandal flip-flop week. There are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of different themes you can do all around fashion, all around your product, okay? So what we want to do is take your product line and show them different ways to wear it, different ways to layer it, different ways to change it up. Even that, one of my fun things I used to do in our product line is I would take, I'm trying to remember how many pieces I took. I had like layering pieces. Anyway, I would take about, I think it was about 8 pieces, and I'd create like 20 different outfits. And I would have this whole thing put together and show exactly how you create 20 different outfits with 8 pieces. And it was so much fun. And this is one of those things you could do. You could pick a color combination, okay? So it'd be super fun. Let's say 4th of July. You took a red and a white and a blue, and you took different pieces and you put them together, and you show people how to change it up and how to have different outfits all around these 8 pieces, especially traveling. The fewer pieces, but you can change up the wardrobe, the easier it is to travel, right? Okay. So you could do that maybe once every 2 months with a whole different color scheme, okay? Now the other thing, and this is why I wanted you to comment #Piphany below, is Mother's Day is coming up. You have the perfect product for Mother's Day, right? Okay, you have these beautiful styles. They're comfortable. Oh my gosh, you have gorgeous clothes, okay? Well, our Mother's Day questions are second best questions for getting sales directly from them. The Christmas ones are number 1. But Mother's Day, the questions you're going to get there. So comment if you haven't yet, #Epiphany. Then when you get a message from Creative Success Systems, you need to reply to that queen. After you do that, you're going to get a message and you're going to click for the Mother's Day questions and fill out the form, and you'll get those. You're going to be able to use those on your timeline, your group, all these different places, okay? So it's just going to be super fun what you can do there. Now, asking about people's mothers, the kind of shopping they do, their, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how similar is your style to your mother's style? Is your, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you resemble your mom? Have the same coloring and eyes? What's, you know, when's the last time you dressed as twins? There's so many different fun questions you could do with regards to Mother's Days and clothes. And you may even want to do it for 2 weeks because you know, it's an awesome shopping time for your people and with your product line. But having this whole theme around Mother's Day would be huge for you, okay? It's what we call a 5-day series, okay? And you could have, okay, let's say 5-day series. Excuse me. You had something along the lines of one day, let's say it's more like your casual nighttime wear, you know, stuff they'd wear when they come home from work, throw on something comfy or Saturday wear, okay? Then you could have a church day wear, and then you could have work day wear, and you could have workout wear, and then you could have Mother's Day brunch wear. Like, you could have these different themes around ideas and what you give your mom and different types of outfits, okay, to get an idea of what they do. You want to ask about their mom and what kind of work they do. You want to ask about what volunteer work they do, what color she looks best in, okay? And you're going to see a bunch of more generic, you know, about how far away they live, what kind of Mother's Day gift they got before, what's something you learned from your mom. You want to do a blend of questions just about mom and memories, and even fun questions like, how many children did you think you would have? All sorts of fun stuff like that. But then also ask about her fashion style. And when you start doing these 5-day series in your group, this is what's amazing about Facebook right now, okay? In your group, when you have really good engagement, what's exciting, I mean crazy exciting about this, is that if you comment on one post and within about a week to 10 days, Facebook often will show you a bunch of the posts in that group right in your news feed. Does anyone notice that? Comment news feed. If you've seen how Facebook groups are starting to show up in your news feed more, and you don't always have to click that notification, okay? Are you noticing that? They're showing up in your news feed more. That only happens with groups that have really good engagement, okay? So this is important to understand. You need good engagement in your group. Now, getting engagement in your group and keeping the engagement is kind of like, have you ever like run out of gas or your car broke down and you've got to push that car? Well, when that very first push and getting those tires rolling and, you know, make sure it's at neutral, you know, that first push is way harder. But as long as it's kind of a flat surface, right? If you get that going, you just kind of push it. You're not straining yourself. Usually if there's more than one of you, and you can push that car quite a ways. Even though it's crazy heavy, it's got wheels, it's got momentum, you can keep going. But if it stops and you got to push again, that first push is the hardest. If you keep the ball rolling, if you're posting about twice a day and you have engagement questions and you're adding value, not just plain show and tell, not just buy this, but showing them fashion tips, being their fashion expert, their guru, the person they turn to, okay? You will see amazing, easy repeat sales, okay? So let me tell you, if you're taking notes, I want you to put down groups and right next to it in all caps, repeat sales is the goal. Because we're going to talk about pages here, and it has a little bit different goal, okay? Sales for sure, but I'm going to tell you about the difference. So groups should be all about repeat sales. And let me tell you a secret. When you have someone who's bought from you the first time, that was the hardest sale you'll ever make to them. First sale is always the hardest, and they spend the least amount. After they've bought once from you, the second time they buy from you, they'll buy 25% more. The next time they'll buy 40% more. And the next time they'll buy 50% more. Start telling their friends and family about you, and you will see some amazing things happen in your business with repeat sales. It's really, really cool what happens, okay? You are going to love what you can do with your business when you are good at that, keeping that engagement in your Facebook group. Okay, does that make sense? So it's so important to understand this, because I am 100% convinced When you are doing consistent, absolute consistent 5-day series in your Facebook group, you can get a party's worth of sales if you continue to add people to your group, continue to be consistent with adding value, and you can get massive repeat sales by having a blueprint and knowing exactly what to put in there and how often. Okay, so comment group below if you have a group and tell me how many are in your group. Okay, I would love to know that. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is Facebook pages. And I'm going to talk about Facebook pages because this is your public forum. And if you put pages, I want you to put public next to it. And then the thing I want you to put next to it is new leads. The goal with pages is new leads, okay? Can you do that? Pages, new leads. And how many of you have a page and how many fans do you have in there? All right, awesome. Stephanie, look at you with 1,100. Awesome. Okay, all different sizes of groups, they grow. Everybody starts at 0. So I promise you, your group can grow too. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about pages. I'm going to tell you about how we want to connect them and why that is crazy, crazy powerful. Look at all of you. Awesome. You're doing so good with your groups. Well done. Okay, so our Facebook pages. So there's definitely been like a, oh, what do I say? There's been this, oh, Facebook pages don't get engagement, and there's kind of this poo-poo on Facebook pages. I am telling you, I'm going to tell you some reasons to have Facebook pages that's going to blow your mind. And I want you to see some amazing hope and excitement in what you can do around Facebook pages, because this is mind-blowing. This is exciting stuff, okay? So first of all, Facebook pages, this is your public forum when someone comments on a post. So you create this post and someone comments on it, okay? And what happens is, so Becky does the post, Susie comments on it, then some of Susie's friends will see it because it was a public post and it'll show up in news feeds, okay? That won't happen to your post from your closed groups, okay? This is why it's so important to understand that you can get really phenomenal results from your Facebook pages if you know how to work them, okay? Now, I'm going to do a little screen share and share with you a couple cool things. I just need to get to the right place here. Okay, so Facebook pages, there's some really cool things that you can do, okay? Because one, you can message anyone who comments on a post on your Facebook page without having to be friends with them. Okay, let me repeat that one more time. On your Facebook page, when people comment on a post, you can then message them without being Facebook friends. It will go directly to their inbox, not to the other box, and they're going to be able to see it, okay? So if you already knew that, just comment message. If you didn't know that, put QQ for question and be like, oh my gosh, okay? So be excited because this is fun stuff. So let me show you what we're going to do here. Okay, in a Facebook page, let me show you a couple things. This is my Facebook page, and you're going to laugh. We're going to scroll down here. We're going to see the live that you're watching right now. It's like this mirror effect over and over again, okay? When people do a couple things, when they comment on posts and when they like posts, you're going to be able to then invite them to like your page or message. And let me show you how that works, okay? So here we have, let me see here. The other thing is when, for example, I told you, you know, Susie, she comments on a post of yours and she's liked your page, but she has a friend who then also comments or likes your page. You're going to be able to engage with them. And it won't matter that you're not Facebook friends. Okay, does that make sense? So let me show you how this works. I need to find one that has some likes and comments on it. Okay, so first of all, let's try this one right here. And I'm going to show you how this connects to your group and why you want to post as your page to your group. So can you comment down below if you either have, if your group is, your page is connected or disconnected, okay? Now, if you see there is a post here and we have several comments, now I can like, I can reply, but I can also message. So see what happens when I click on message. It's going to show them the post they commented on. So it kind of gives them a hint of, hey, this is why she's messaging you, because you commented on this. And I can message her directly. It will come from Creative Success Systems, not Michelle Withers. And you are going to be able to message people directly from your business page. It's really, really smart how it works. Okay. Let me see something here real quick. Gotta find one that has a couple comments on it. Or likes, what I'm looking for. So when you have additional likes on your post, okay, here's another cool thing to know. Everything that you post, and I'm going to show you how you can post as your page in your group. When you go here to your inbox, you're going to have this other section where you can reply to comments. You can invite people to like your page if they've liked a post without, but haven't liked your page. And you're going to be able to see all, you're going to be able to message them, okay? So here is the webinar we have going on right now, okay? And here are the likes that we have on the live. And let me try this. Okay, so Miss Courtney, hi Courtney. So I can hit this, so it'll either say liked, invited, past tense, or invite. So Courtney, she's liked my Facebook Live, but she hasn't liked my page. So click, she just got a little notification that says you've been invited to like the Creative Success Systems page, okay? Any post you have, and that's why you want to encourage engagement, is because people, friends of those who have liked your page and interact, you'll then be able to invite them to like your page too. Okay, and all the posts I've ever done are right here that I have created as my page, including the ones I've done as my page in my group. And I'm going to show you more about that in just a second. Okay, now over here on the left hand side, I want you to notice there's a thing that says groups. Okay, this is where you can either connect a group you already have, or you can start a new group. Okay, and it's connected to your Facebook page. When it's connected to your Facebook page, click on that one more time. When it's connected to your Facebook page, you're gonna be able to post as your page. And again, when they comment, you don't have to be Facebook friends to then be able to message her or him. Okay, so right here it says link your group. When you click that, it'll list every group you have, and you can link it, or you can create a group directly from here, and it will be automatically connected to your Facebook page. Okay, now let me go to one more place. I want to show you our free Facebook group and how it works, because there's some really cool things you can do. Now, as this is popping up, it just Zoom is slowing it down a little bit. One of the things that I've got to tell you, it is so exciting. You know how in this live you commented hashtag Piphany, and Creative Success Systems, my company, sent you a message, right? Okay. You are going to be able to, there's this thing called ManyChat, M-A-N-Y, ManyChat, that you're going to be able to use to do some automated messaging. Now, that's one of the things that Facebook's put a little hold on. It's coming back because I already was signed up for it before there was a hold. That's why I can use mine right now. But there is so many things you can do. And one of the things I want you to really think about is women don't ever stop buying clothes. There's no such thing as too many clothes. You're going to have one or two people now and then it's like, oh, I got more clothes than I need. Okay. But we all know that doesn't happen, with a lot of people. Like there's a new season, there's a new trip, there's a new, they've lost weight, gained weight. There's always another reason to buy clothes, right? Okay. So one of the things that's really important to understand about this is that you can connect with people over and over again through Messenger. And the way you make it so you can message them is when they message you, and you have that permission to start that conversation if they've commented on a post. So I am so passionate about making sure people understand the best way to get engagement and that comments are king, because that's what tells Facebook, yes, this person likes this person's post, this person's page, this person's group enough that it's okay for them to message them. And it is kind of this unspoken language, this unspoken rule that says if they comment on a post made by a page, we're going to assume they're going to be okay with being messaged. Okay. So let me do another quick screen share. Now my Facebook group's open. Okay. And I'll give you this link. Well, Brianne, I'll put the free group link in your comments. So this is my Facebook group that we have we'd love for you to join it. We have lots of fun ideas in here. So we had a webinar the other day and people commented that they were going, and here, these people all had gone before, but when I click on these, I can see who has and hasn't liked my Facebook page before because I did it as my page. Now, let me show you how this works. When you've connected the two, you need to double check and see how you want to post. You click this down arrow right here, and you have the option to post as you as a person or as your business. When you do it as post as your business, you're going to then be able to message them directly from your Facebook page. Okay. Now, another thing that's interesting that we're going to start teaching on more and more is that if you were to start placing Facebook ads, okay. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. How many of you have had that experience? You went shopping somewhere on Facebook, or excuse me, on the internet. You went to Amazon. You went to your favorite, all these different things you can shop for, right? And all of a sudden, on Facebook starts popping up these ads. You're like, where'd that come from? That's called retargeting. When you're using your Facebook page, you can then tell Facebook, hey, all those people that have engaged on my page, who've been here, who've watched my lives, who've commented on posts, and that includes posts in your group as your page, let's target a little ad to them. So let's say you spent $25, $50 on an ad that said, guess what, guys, we have new product out. And that went to every person you've ever bought before, to every person that's ever bought before. What did I say? It's way easier to get a second sell from people. In fact, it's 6 times easier to get a yes on a second, third, fourth purchase than it is to get a yes from someone from the first time. Okay. So retargeting to the people that have interacted with your Facebook page somehow, that includes posts that are made by your page and your group, you're going to be able to stay in front of people in a whole new way. And it doesn't cost that many dollars. It's all about knowing how to create those audiences. Okay. So there's all sorts of fun posts we have in here. We like to, so this would even be funny. How many days a week do you do laundry? Because it has to do with clothes. It's connected. There's a way to always move that into that conversation. We can check the likes on here and the comments. Oh, this was posted as me. So that doesn't work when it's posted as me, but it does work when things are posted as my Facebook page, okay? And we kind of go back and forth and change it up. We don't message everybody who comments on a post, obviously. It all kind of depends on what we're doing, all right? So there's lots and lots of fun things that we can do here. And we know and love the fact that Facebook groups and Facebook pages, now work together to help us build our businesses. Okay, so don't worry about the stuff that's going on with Facebook right now. They're dealing with the government. There's some funky things that happen. It's all going to work out, okay? Facebook's here for you. I want you to always send good vibes to Facebook. I worked this business when there was no such thing as Facebook, okay? It is technically free. You can choose to spend a little money on ads and do that kind of thing, but there's so much here you can do. You just got to know how Facebook works and how to work smart with it, okay? So there's lots of fun things. So are you getting kind of excited? Are you seeing some of the potential? You're going to be able to do some really amazing things with Messenger, okay? So it's really, really fun. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about messaging. So you're getting more engagement. You're having 5-day series. You're doing Facebook parties. You're getting more engagement there. You're getting more engagement than you ever have on your profile. Now it's time to have a little discussion with people, okay? So we're going to talk about messaging, and I seriously have the best wording you're going to see. I don't believe in cold messaging. I don't believe in kind of this numbers, send this many messages. I don't believe in starting conversations about my company or about my product without talking about them first, okay? So let me give you a couple of quick tips. First of all, when we're reaching out to people, see if they like their clothes, tell them there's a new product line, there's a new line coming out, tell them, all sorts of things you might be messaging people about. One of the things you have to understand is that when we reach out to people, if the first thing we talk about is our product and our company name, that's not going to get people to message us back, okay? If you send 10 messages about business, about the clothes, about the business, about hostessing, having a pop-up, out of 10 messages you send out, how many typically reply? Is it 10? Is it 8? Let's see if I can do my fingers. Is it 5? Is it 3? Is it 1? How many messages do you get back? Okay. How many replies do you get back if you send out 10 business messages? Now, I hear from a lot of people that their number is relatively low. Okay. Usually below 3. And that just breaks my heart because I know you're trying to be brave. I know you're trying to grow a business. I know your time is valuable. So let me tell you a quick story how this works. Okay. This is called an initial touch. And I was working with a gentleman who, he was bold. He understood the philosophy of go for the no, N-O. And he was in a health and wellness company. And he was known for kind of being bold. He could get people in, but then he didn't always keep people because his verbiage didn't always make people feel as loved and cared about as we could have. Okay. So I said, well, let's do something a little different. Instead of messaging people directly and, hey, how are things going with your product? Do you need to reorder anything? What kind of questions do you have? And just kind of this very kind of edgy kind of message that a lot of people don't respond to. I said, what we're going to do is we're just going to ask about our life first. We're not going to talk about products. We're not going to say the company name. We're going to make it all about them. And I said, tell me one person who you want to reach out to. And he told me about this gal. And I says, what do you know about her? What's been happening in her life lately? And he says, well, actually, they lived in the Boise area. And up on this hillside, there had been some really crazy fires going on. Okay, it was this awful fall. It just was dry, and it was just one fire after another. And he goes, I know her home was pretty close to some fires, and I don't really know what happened. And I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to message her. We're going to say, I don't know what her name was. I can't remember, but hey, Susie, I'm going to make up a name, Fred, and I have been thinking about you. I know there are fires up in your area. I'm so curious. How are you and your family and your property? How's everything going since the fires? And so that's what he messaged her. So this is an important part. We say her name. We say who we are, but we don't say the company name. And we just ask her or him about their life and what's been going on. And you want to do something that's very specific. How are you doesn't count. That's a formal, it's a word hello in our country. Okay. That's not a real question. So we just want to say, hey, you know, I'm so curious about this. I know you just had a baby. How's it going being a new mom? I know your son just had his tonsils out. How's he feeling? Oh my gosh, I saw the amazing trip you took at spring break. How much did your kids love going to the ocean? Okay. Always a very specific comment on a part of their life, and then a question that says, tell me more about that. Okay. You with me? People love to talk about themselves. So he sent out this message. How are things going since the fire? And she turned around and responded to him very quickly, which didn't usually happen for him. And she said, oh my gosh, that's so nice of you to ask. She goes, wow, you don't believe. Fires got really, really close to our house. We did get evacuated, but we're so blessed. They didn't actually take out our property. We were able to come back home. Even our animals were safe. And we're just, you know, so grateful how it turned out. Thanks so much for asking. She goes, oh, you know what? I'm so glad you messaged. I'm totally off my eating plan. I'm out of this product. I need to get some stuff ordered. She placed an order without him even asking about it. Why? Because he made it all about her. He didn't talk about product. He didn't make it feel like it was all about him. He didn't make it feel like he only cared about her if she bought product. He made it about her. And it worked. And it was like magic. And he was so happy. So then he started doing the same thing with his team. And all of a sudden his team's responding to him. He's getting these groups of people who want to take their business to the next level. He's training people in a new way. And he's like, Michelle is like resurrecting the dead. And he got people working their business better than ever before, all because he learned a whole new way to approach people and understood that we have to first make it about the other people. Then we can ask about product. Now, there's going to be this small percentage of time where people are going to say that to us. So we have to have a way, I call it a bridge question. When they say, yep, we're so good, the fires didn't touch us. She didn't say anything about product. She ended there. And you say, okay, great. I am so glad to hear that. Thank you so much for telling me that. Now, what we want to do, this is called a bridge question. And it will keep people from feeling trapped and like we were phony because of the way we ask it, okay? So what we want to say is, so we were pretending her name was Susie. Susie, I'm so glad to hear you're safe. Thank you so much for sharing your story with me. Hey, I'm just curious, is there any chance you have a quick minute that I can ask you a little bit about how you're using your products and what's working for you right now? You want to make it positive. You want to ask if they have a quick minute. And if they don't, they'll say no. And you just ask, hey, no problem. When would be a better time to follow up? And they wouldn't say no if they didn't want to chat. They just were being real honest with you. They were driving, their battery's about to die, their kid needed them, whatever it is, okay? But this is the thing. If you send out that business message and they don't reply back, how many of you let the paranoid monkeys start flying around in your brain? They didn't message me back. Oh my gosh, they know my product. They're not going to buy. They're not going to book a party. They're never going to find a date. And we like start going round and round in circles. Okay, comment monkeys if you ever let paranoid monkeys go running through your head when people don't reply the way we hope they would. Okay, so we ask them this question. Do you have a quick second? I can ask how that's working for you. You would send out a message about their kid, about their house, about their trip, whatever it is. Then you want to follow up and see how they're enjoying their clothes. Hey, do you have a quick minute? I can ask you how you've been enjoying your clothing that you purchased, okay? We don't want to go into purchasing another thing about a new catalog. We first want to do a little more questioning about what's been working for them, what they're doing with the current clothing line. So that's following up on someone that has bought before. If you start having some new people comment on that post I had you do earlier, and you have some great products that you think you could share with them, I want to ask, oh my gosh, it's so fun. Thank you so much for commenting on my post. I love hearing about that. So I'm just curious, could I ask a little bit more about why you like to wear shorts and what the length are, or why you like to wear skirts, what the length is of that? Just ask permission if you can ask a little bit more about what they said. And they're going to let you, because people like it when you ask about them. People like to talk about themselves, okay? And it's all about that. May I ask you, do you have a quick minute? And you will be amazed what happens. You don't just start, oh, good, they got him talking. Hey, I got to tell you about this product. Blah, 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 this new line. Blah, 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 talk. How many of you have ever let yourself put your virtual foot in your mouth because you were talking too fast, too excitedly, and you didn't inquire more about the other person? Okay, comment foot. You ever had that happen? Talked and got way too excited, said way too much without letting them talk in response. Okay, this is a game changer. Okay, I sold a lot of clothes. This is so much fun when you ask these questions. Now, one thing I teach people, remember I was saying we can't see their body language, can't see when they're excited, we can't hear that, oh my gosh, or when there's a color they like or a style they like, you can't hear all that. But we can pull it out, okay? So let's say we talk more about skirts or shorts or comfortable, loose, fitting clothes or whatever it is. And we're talking and we're asking about colors and we're asking about where they're wearing them. We ask about what is their body shape, what do they wear that makes them feel is most flattering. And we dig a little deeper, okay? And we ask lots of questions. We're going to ask them about comfortable clothes they wear, the clothes they wear when they feel all dressed up, the clothes they wear on special occasions. We're going to dig deep. We're going to find out more about them. We call this our question trees, this little interview. And we're making what I call a silent wish list. So as they comment different things, you're going to be like, oh, they're going to like this. They're going to like this one in this color. And you're looking up and you're seeing, what colors, what sizes they have in each of these colors. And you're making a silent wish list. You're not telling them everything yet. So you build up this kind of anticipation and you ask them several questions before you mention any products yet. And this is what you do then. Here's some more magic wording. You say, may I share with you a few products that people who have similar tastes as you have enjoyed? Not exact same taste, similar taste. Because people like to feel unique, but like to feel like you also understand them and have helped other people like them. So they ask that question, or you ask that question, and you wait. And this is where the body language comes out. And you're going to see all caps. Yes, please do. Absolutely. Exclamation points. Okay. That is that you can't see, hear, feel. That is so frustrating about messaging and Facebook parties. When you ask permission and wait and they reply. Now, yes, there's also going to be, sure, but I can't afford anything right now. That's that person who sat back here and only came because there was going to be cheesecake. All right. We love that person too, and maybe they don't buy as much. Maybe we do show them images of product and they get really excited and they do decide they can afford it, okay? But you're going to have your cautious people, but when they answer and they say these things, we can see that body language. We know they're cautious. We know to approach them just a little bit different. But they absolutely, please do. I'm so excited to see them. You are close to a sale. That's a good feeling. You don't put that virtual foot in your mouth. The paranoid monkeys don't go flying through your brain. You don't say more than you're supposed to. And it's all this little system we have. And it's called, we call it our question tree. So we have that blueprint that has 15 question starters. We have this question tree, okay? We have all these different, what we call blueprints that help you with your business. We have exactly what to post in your Facebook group, those 5-day series, how often to post to keep the engagement up and high. We have blueprints for Facebook parties. We have all this fun stuff. And I'm going to tell you about how to get that for $1, okay? So if you'd like to know how to get all our blueprints for $1 and really awesome videos that explain how those work, just comment $1 or $1, okay? Comment $1 below and we're going to get you that information, okay? So I want to make sure you get all those blueprints for $1 tonight. All right, now let me go through and there's videos and blueprints on the messaging. So let me tell you just a little bit more about the messaging. So you ask, may I share with you a few products? And you're going to put this collection of beautiful images together because I know you have just gorgeous, lovely, lovely, lovely stuff, okay? So you put that all together, right? This is super fun. And what you're going to do then After you do that is you share with them those images, and then I know how much you hate this dreaded question. How many hate this question? You want to buy something? Okay. How many of you hate that you want to buy something question? Okay. I know you don't like it. Just comment hate if you know that is not the question you want to answer or ask. Okay. You want to buy something. So I know how much you don't want to do that. So let me tell you instead what we're going to say. We're going to say, which of those do you see yourself wearing? Or which of those are you most excited to add to your wardrobe? Or which of those like just got you, was like your wow. Which of those were you most excited about? Okay. We don't say which of those do you want to buy. Okay, because we can't ask yes, no questions. They don't go over well in Messenger anymore. And if somebody doesn't want to say no, they just quit messaging, right? You've had people go MIA. It's not a good feeling, right? We don't like it. Okay, so then we move into this, may I share with you how to get these products? And they're curious. They say yes. You tell them about how they buy them, and you tell them if you have a plan for hostessing, how they could get some at a discount or free. When you give them that option, that's when you say which of those is a better fit for you. We don't ever ask yes, no. We always ask yes, yes. They know no is an option. You'll close many, many, many more deals this way. My friends, asking the questions, so that they call me the question queen, becoming a question queen, learning the system, it will change your business. You'll know you have a plan. You'll know you know how to interact with people. You won't ever play, I call it friendship roulette. Who should I message today and tell them about my product, whether they want to hear about it or not? And you probably don't do that, but you see people do that in companies, right? Okay, you're going to learn about messaging. You're going to learn about all these things. Question queen, she is. You're so cute. This program is amazing. We also have amazing recruiting, like I need to learn another word besides amazing, fabulous recruiting scripts. You're going to learn what makes people tick. And when you understand what makes people tick, you tell them about the parts of the business that's the best fit for them. I promise you the reason you signed up is not the reason why Becky and Teresa and everybody else signed up. You have to understand what makes other people tick, okay? Now, let me tell you, there's one other thing I want to tell you about, and that is some people hear the stuff and they get really excited, and they're like, wow, I've got to learn all that. We're all different types of learners, okay? And some of you want to learn it faster than others. Some of you want to do it very independently, and some would like a little bit of assistance, a little bit of accountability, a little bit of coaching. So let me tell you one of the things we do, okay? We have these things called Question Queen sessions. They're 2 hours long. And what's really fun is I'm there with you working for 2 hours in a small group with a couple other gals and gentlemen. There's a few gentlemen there working their business, and listen to what we do. You can be messaging and you'd be like, oh my gosh, she said this, now I don't know what to say next. And I say this next. That person on the other end of the messenger has no idea. I'm whispering in your ear and helping you have the right wording, close deals, take good care of people, help them get the perfect product, close deals, book parties, sign on your first consultants, okay? I still remember the night we had this Norwex house. She's like, I just signed up my first consultant. She was so excited. I'm there literally helping you message, okay? It's super, super fun. The other thing we do is help you build content. You're like, Michelle, this is the dress I want to focus on, or I want to focus on fun wear for wearing on a cruise, or I want to focus on this. And we take your theme and I help you build that theme, and I help you add questions to it. I help you figure out, are we going to do live, we're going to do video, we're going to do content, we're going to build something really cool in Canva. One of the gals I was talking to when I was at leadership conference, I was saying, take 10 images of that same piece of clothing, and we do what's called a slideshow on your Facebook page. There's so many fun ways to share your product. And sometimes you get stuck just doing the same thing, and I help you change it up. So what I want you to do is comment the word chat. If you'd like to know about how to have a conversation with me and find out which is the better program, independently or with some accountability partner, comment chat. Also, Rihanna's going to put here in the comments, the link. You can click on this link and it'll take you to my calendar and you can book a time right now to have a 20-minute chat with me to find out which of these is the best program. So let me tell you what we do. If you don't come to the appointment that you set the first time, you would then, the second appointment that you schedule, you'd have to pay for this one. This one is a free one, but make sure you pick the time that you really can attend. You will get a notification, both email and a text an hour before reminding you, but this is a one-time deal. Get in, get your time, but make sure it's when you can attend because we only let you book once, okay? Now, how many of you are excited? Okay, do you see the lights? Be sure and comment $1 if you want to know about how to get all those PDFs for $1 because that's our $1 program. And then also comment chat if you'd like to have a chat with us. Okay, and then there's our calendar. So I just want to show you real quick. And she's also going to put the $1 link there. So we have all these videos and all these blueprints to about every subject you can imagine with regards to direct sales in general and Facebook. You're going to love the content we have. And you can grab that $1 and grab all our videos and all our PDFs tonight for $1. It's a 14-day trial. In that 14-day trial, after that's over, then it's $29.97 a month. You can either cancel before or keep going with us. And we also have the most amazing Facebook group. There's so much support, so much brainstorming. Oh my gosh, we love the ladies and gentlemen in that group. We learn so much from each other and help each other. And so that's another thing you get with your membership. So comment the $1, comment chat, or you can also just click on that link now and go and find a time to meet with me as soon as possible. Our first appointments, we have some on Friday, okay? And she'll also put the $1 link in here. You can click on that and get in on that $1 program ASAP. In fact, everyone who signs up tonight, we have like a 10-hour session on spring engagement, okay? It was for April, May, and June. We created all sorts of ideas for questions that just are what are called engagement. We brainstormed about 5-day series. We did things for all the different months. It was so much fun. It's 10 hours of content. It was a $69 value. If you sign up for the $1 program tonight, okay, before midnight, we will give you that package for free when you upgrade to the $29.97 program after that 14 days, okay? So be sure and click on that link, get that $1 program ASAP. All right, so first of all, I want to thank you. Alicia, thank you so much for inviting me. I love having these conversations with you, helping you take your business to a whole new level. I would love to know, how many comments did you get on your post? Can you look real quick and come back? If you have any questions, be sure and ask the questions here in the chat. We are going to take such good care of you. I love selling clothes, really I do. Okay, and we're going to find out what your goals are. We're going to help you take those to the next level. We're going to help you think outside the box. And wherever you live, whatever your lifestyle is, we're going to help you work around that. We know each one of you are unique. You have different reasons for doing your business, different ways to do things, and we want to help each one of you on an independent basis, okay? Because the sky is the limit. Awesome. We've got 4 comments. We've got 6 comments. Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for having me. All right, so 4 and 6 comments in less than an hour is not bad at all. That is exciting. So go and ask them, hey, tell me a little bit more about the skirts or the pants that you typically wear. Do they look like? How loose fitting are they? What are they length? And then ask permission to show them a couple things. Oh my gosh, Dion has 20 comments in 1 hour. Woo, woo! Nice job, girly. We got to have some fun. We got to have a question queen session and help you message those people and close some deals. That is so exciting. Nice job. Nice job. That is awesome. Okay. And the more you do this, the more comments you'll get. Your algorithms will increase and it just grows more and more. 5 an hour, that's not bad at all. And it's Kira, right? Kira. Am I saying that? Oh, I hope I'm saying that closer to right. I'm really sorry. I'm much better with numbers than pronouncing things. Oh, you were commenting on their responses. You're so funny. That also increases the algorithms because Facebook knows they want to talk back and forth. Okay? So grab your $1 trial tonight. We're going to give you that spring engagement, that camp, and you're going to get all these really cool, this awesome content. Okay? Be sure and click on that link and get signed up for a chat with me. And you'll be hearing from us. Be sure and reply back to the message or the comment when we message you from Epiphany. Reply back to that queen for you to get the Mother's Day questions. And then we have a 5-day messaging series. It kind of gives you some practice, some tips on how to message more effectively. Okay? Any other questions? Oh, I did say it right. Oh, yay! Any other questions at all? 8. The guys you were called decide with skirts. So I joke all the time. All the haters, they're welcome to comment because it increases your algorithms. So they're silly, but that's okay because more people will see your posts. That's awesome, Allison. How funny. What kind of work do you do? Do you work with so many guys that want to be such smart Alex? They clearly like you, know they can joke with you. That is super, super funny. All righty. Any other questions? I am so excited to have some of you in our group. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. I can't wait to do some question queen sessions with you. I love talking clothes. This is going to be fun, fun, fun. All righty. You're in the Navy. Oh, wow. Thank you for your service. That's amazing, Allison. Thank you so much. I really appreciate those who defend our country. I am so grateful for the country we live in. Thank you. I honor you. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions? All righty. This is going to be fun. Let me know what I can do for you. Message us on Creative Success Systems. Get your group and your page linked. Start getting those questions out there. Inquire about people and what they like to wear and have some fun. You're going to build an amazing business. Alrighty, Alicia, thank you again for inviting me. Mariana, thank you so much for all your help. She's my assistant. She is an absolute peach and she is cold, so help her. Show her a little warm love, okay? And we will be chatting with many of you soon. Thank you for joining me tonight. And let's go dress some women cute clothes, all right? All right, thanks, y'all. Have a great night. There's always someone waiting to meet you. Remember that. So you need this good wording. You take good care of them. Have a good one. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.